Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I want to talk about something that keeps coming back into the headlines, and that's the Epstein files. Because whether you're on the left or the right or somewhere in the middle, this story really matters. So let's start with the basics. Back in 2025, the Senate unanimously passed legislation requiring the Department of Justice to release the files of Jeffrey Epstein. So not Democrats, not Republicans. This was unanimously. Everyone agreed the public deserved transparency. And yes, here we are. Months later, only part of the material has been released. Much of it remains hidden. And that's creating a lot of anger, especially among Trump's own supporters, because releasing these files was one of the promises that helped energize parts of the MAGA movement. Now, Trump has nominated Todd Blanche to become Attorney General. If that name sounds familiar, it's because Blanche wasn't just another government official. He was Trump's personal attorney. He represented Trump in multiple criminal cases before joining the admin. So critics are asking pretty obvious questions, things we should get answers to. Should the country's top law enforcement officer be someone whose career has become so closely tied to protecting one political figure? That's the debate that should be happening right now. And the controversy doesn't stop there. So there's also reports that are emerging about how the administration is handling the Epstein files behind the scenes. There are allegations that officials were desperately trying to balance two completely different goals. And the first is satisfying demands for transparency. Second, making sure that damaging information never became public. Now, let's be clear. There's still a lot of unanswered questions. There's a lot of claims. There's a lot of reports. There's a lot of investigations. But the bigger issue here isn't even about one specific file. It's about trust. When politicians promise transparency and then information stays hidden, people stop believing in institutions, rightfully so. When governments appear to apply one set of rules to powerful people and another set of rules to everybody else, people lose confidence. And that's dangerous no matter which party is in power. The other major story tied to all of this involves corruption and concerns around Trump's family. So there was reporting that focused on foreign investors, cryptocurrency ventures, other business deals involving people connected to the admin. And again, these stories are still developing, but there's a pattern, and that's what matters. There's the money, there's the influence, there's the access. There's questions about whether powerful people are benefiting from political power, and we see this everywhere in this administration and their ties. And if I'm being honest, that's exactly the kind of thing I think most of us are tired of. Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, voters are sick and tired of watching wealthy insiders play by a different set of rules. At the end of the day, this isn't about left versus right. This is about accountability. If politicians promise transparency, they should deliver transparency. If officials break laws, they should face consequences. And honestly, if powerful people are benefiting from the public office, the public deserves insight and answers. It's not radical. This is democracy. Thank you for watching. Continue to like, follow, and subscribe. And I will be back as we continue breaking down the stories that we see in front of us today. Thanks so much.